And we're live.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody. We have with us. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Oh, wait. I'm getting an echo, I think, from you.
How about now?
Hello? No, we're good. We're back here with with our furufinance contributor, Ben Dubard. Ben Dubard, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing? Long time no see.
Long time no see. Great to have you back.
Yeah.
What's your take on the markets right now?
Well, it seems like that DO1, his side wallet, he's been selling everything down. So that's kind of my take.
How many coins
It's
are we
funny,
left
like
at?
people are like, "Oh my God, Hex is dying," blah blah blah. When it's really just like this one whale is like selling all his bag, and it's like until you're sure he's gonna stop, I feel like some people, I guess, people who could really push the price up might be waiting to see what this whale is going to do. Because why would you start buying if you know this guy is sitting there with a bunch of coins ready to sell? I feel like it's where most people in crypto don't understand because they're so used to having their coins on centralized exchanges and they're so used to just being at the will of these centralized entities. But here, with Hex, we have it all on chain. We see a estimated future supply because we see when people's stakes end. We can analyze the behavior of people whose stakes are ending. We can theorize whether they're going to sell or restake or whatever. This guy just seems to be selling. I mean, it seems like he wants out in a way. Like I think it looks to me like he might just sell his whole stack. I don't know. I mean, I think he still has some stakes too. We could, but that's the funny thing is we could even look and see what this guy has. Um, So yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of people are freaking out, but to me, it just seems like, oh look, some guy is selling the price down. Um, just normal, whatever.
Yeah. The question is how. The last time I looked, he was at. So your friend SOMMI said he was at 130,000. Do we know how much he's got left?
um, I don't know. We could go check.
Where do we check? Because I normally just go on. I could go on chain, look at the wallet, but it's a little bit complicated now because he sent it to a bunch of wallets. So like you really have
Oh,
to
he's
know what you're
to
doing.
a bunch of different ones.
It's not going straight from the DO1. He sent it out to a bunch of different ones. I guess he didn't want people like us to be looking at it. I mean, if you're a pro, so if you're like Johnny Chaos could literally tell you every single wallet that he has and like how much he has left, but I'm not so good at looking on chain, things like that. But
I thought he'd only sent it to one separate wallet.
he only sent it to one.
Yes, he has a side wallet. So here's the one of the tweets. I could DM it to you so you can pull it up if you want.
Sure.
And that's the one I was looking at on my channel. Like I was tracking it on some of my videos. So the side wallet is DD1A, and he has 163 million hex worth $3 million left in that wallet.
This is it.
But then in that tweet I sent you, you can see his
Is this
he
what
plugged
you're
in his
talking about?
wallet to the to whatever that website is. I forget what that website's called, where you can see like your stakes and mess around with the t-shirt payout and stuff like that.
He's got 3 million left.
It looks like that's what he has staked.
Oh, so how much does he have liquid?
Liquid in his side wallet, he has 163 million. Here, I'll let me. If you look at that tweet, he says like DO1. Oh, stakehex.today is that website, and then the side wallet. If you click on that link in the tweet I
DO1
sent
sidewalk.
you, yeah, that'll take you to Etherscan
All right,
to
here
the
we
wallet.
go.
I don't know if he sent it to a bunch of different addresses. As far as I knew, he just sent it from DO1 to like this address.
Right here.
Yeah.
He's got 163 million.
And one thing that's interesting is like he has so much stablecoin. It's like it seems like he's not selling to like, oh, let me cash out or like I need money. It seems like he's selling because he's just like I don't want to have this coin anymore. So that would, I don't know. I'm assuming that he's probably just going to sell his whole stack, maybe. And it's like, why would you, if you were a whale or someone who wanted to buy Hex, wouldn't you want to just see what this guy's going to do first, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is that someone could beat you to the punch, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone could really step in with a lot of money, and then even if he sells, you'll be buying at a premium. So it's not really that simple.
Yeah, it's not, but I don't know. This guy seems, I'm pretty sure he's the one who's been like hurting the price lately. He's the
Yeah, I
reason
mean,
why.
you got to imagine like every crypto's having these big whales cashing out, but I guess it's not on chain. I mean, they could see who sends to an exchange. They see like once it's sent to an exchange, but I don't know if there's a way in seeing if they sold or not.
Like,
Right?
yeah, I mean, once someone sends their crypto to an exchange, you don't know. It's hard to tell if they're actually selling or like the exchanges all do like wash trading anyway, and have fake volume. So like, it's kind of impossible to know.
Yeah, it's very complicated. I mean, if I were a whale, I'd be just would I just be waiting there? I mean, it is a little bit risky to be waiting there. I might DCA. I think I just DCA. Because also you got to imagine if the price of ETH goes up like crazy, then that'll push up the USD price of Hex, you know. And then even if he starts selling again, you're still buying at a premium because there's the liquidity, there's the Hart's law, right? So if the price of ETH, if it's pooled with ETH, Hex is second biggest pools with Ethereum. So when Ethereum goes up, it pushes the price of Hex up, right? Yeah. So
Are you talking about
basically,
Hart's
yeah. So if the Hex price goes up, and
Well, yeah.
this even if this whale cashes out, you know, you're still buying at a premium compared to had you just been buying, accumulating now while this wallet's sitting there liquid.
That's true. I mean, we've seen, I think you're right. I mean, the God Whale has been, he does this like occasional DCA we've seen. He'll occasionally just like buy a good amount. So he could buy at any moment. And who knows, push the price up pretty high.
Yeah, the problem is it's like you can't really get into his head, so you don't really know what he's thinking. But no, you know,
Yeah.
if he emergency ended so many, he probably wants to sell. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
When was his last sell?
If you scroll down,
It was 1 day ago.
yeah, it looks like he is sending. Oh, excuse me. It looks like he is sending. He just sent 600,000 hex to another wallet. 1 day, 16 hours ago. And then it looks like 1 day, 17 hours ago. I guess this was a swap. Let's see.
Can't. How do I scroll sideways?
Yeah, so his last sell was 1 day, 17 hours ago. If you click on the transaction hash for that, not for that one. This was him sending it to another address, but if you go to the one where he interacted with Uniswap V2,
Which one's that? I don't know. I can't side scroll. I don't know why. Oh, maybe if I...
down there, like there's like 4 ends.
Oh,
and
there
the
we go.
first one after, yeah, go to the transaction hash.
Okay.
And then you can see like his swaps, basically. I'm not an expert at this stuff.
Yeah. So he swaps.
I think I have a general idea.
He swapped 319,000, 6,340.
Chat, and we're doing this wrong. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure these are his swaps, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Big wallet is selling. That's really what it comes down to. But that's like just part of the market. It's just buying and selling. I don't know why people are freaking out. It's like this didn't happen with Bitcoin when its correction happened? There wasn't any like loss of faith by whales and things like that. Yeah, I don't know. What's your take on DO1?
Like every time Bitcoin crashes, or like Bitcoin loses some of their maxis, I guess, but new ones come in, and it's just the same thing happening now, where like some people are like, I don't know,
New people or new
exploring
money?
different things, but then new people come in and they're like, Hex is awesome, and then the community continues on.
Yeah, it's healthy. It's good to get him out at these prices. Maybe he's just waiting for a little bit of a rip, one of those quick doubles to cash out. I remember when I was up a lot and I was like getting scared. I didn't want to sell it right away. I wanted to wait till the next bounce. I think that's a lot of the way people are thinking. But who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's the market. There's buyers and sellers always. Moving on, we got the Bitcoin on the daily chart. It looks like we had a candle confirming the breakdown of the upwards trending of the upwards trend line. What's your take on the breakdown, Ben?
No take, really. Just day to day, whatever.
Are we headed for the price target of, where is it? Right here. Price target of 12,277.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Richard Hart said is probably going to happen, 11K and pray. I wouldn't be surprised if we go below 10K Bitcoin, but then like I don't really know anything, so it's kind of like it really doesn't mean much for me to say I think that could happen. But what do you think?
So this is actually an interesting thing. We're doing technical analysis, even though I don't like technical analysis. So they always like to use the target of the previous move, right? But if you think about it, that doesn't make any sense.
I can't hear you. I don't know if it's me or you. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah. Hello? This is the bad
Yeah.
audio.
I think it's your webcam mic now that you're speaking through.
1 second.
Okay. What's up? You good?
Hello?
Hello? I
Can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah, yeah.
I can't hear you.
All right. Oh no. He's gone. All right. Humberto says that you can hear us both.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Gosh darn it.
What's going on?
Hello?
Hello.
I gotta get out of here.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for everyone for being here, sticking around. I'm sure we'll get this figured out in a second. What's up, Matty Crypto? What's up, Mo Funk? Humberto Gonzalez. Greetings from Miami. Very nice. Academociated. What's up, man? Humberto Gonzalez says they're taking losses for 2022 tax write-offs. This will probably stop after the new year. The thing is, I don't know if that wallet's like, I thought he was in profit by a lot, but maybe not. I mean, I guess that would make sense. What a great time to buy, says Metastang. Caliente, hey all, appreciate the content. Just got my brother into the system. Very nice. Steak Hex, sleep better done. Very true. Very true. What's up, hexiest man in the world? Tax loss. I don't know if it's tax loss harvesting. I mean, I guess I didn't super realize like that was a thing people did. I mean, I kind of knew people did that, but I guess I didn't think of that. Like, maybe it is. I mean,
How am I doing?
good. I can hear you.
Okay,
What's
sorry.
up, Chad Donner, Schwans of House Donner? Love that.
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
It's all good.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? We were in the middle of our technical analysis.
So some people are theorizing that this is tax loss harvesting. Humberto and hexiest man in the world. We're wondering that. What do you think?
It definitely is possible.
Yeah.
I just don't know. You can't get in the heads of the people that are doing it, but that's definitely a possibility. I was thinking. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of an echo from you.
Oh, crap.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. I made this is another thing that I figured out that I haven't heard before, so I'd like to claim it as mine. And I'm not a technical analyst guy, but basically, so look at this. According to technical analysis, each each pull down, they say, goes to the bottom of the next when a pattern breaks down, the target is basically top to bottom of the previous move. But what they don't realize is that at the top of the previous move, meaning up here, there were a lot more wallets and there were a lot more sellers than over here, right? Because the price went down. So it's really going to be a smaller move. See that? It's always smaller. The lower you get, the less sell pressure there is. Then here, it's already like way smaller. It's like halfway.
Huh. Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Contribution to the field of technical analysis, even though I hate technical analysis. But it's always supposed to be the distance of the previous move, but that doesn't make sense. Because every move up should be projected a shorter move, and every move down as well. Because the higher you go, the less money there is to come in. And the lower you go, the less money there is to sell on the market.
I guess, yeah, technically. This is technical analysis. So
technical analysis. See, I'm giving you better technical analysis than the Moon Carl. He would say like the mainstream that says that it's the distance of the previous move. I say that doesn't make any sense. And what I'm saying, the reason that I'm giving for it makes a lot of sense. So be sure to click the Bybit link in the description. Okay. All right. Enough of Bitcoin. 11K in Prey it is. I don't know if that's happening. People make it like everything Richard Hart says is like a given. Like he said a lot of things that weren't true. I hate to say it. Like that's what a lot of these salty people that were blocked, they're saying he wasn't right about everything. And while these people are losers, they are not. That's not wrong. I'm saying like he did say that, you know, at 30K, he was saying it's going down 11K, and then it went back up to 67. He didn't say double top, and then it double topped. So he called the double top once it made the higher high, which was right, but he was wrong about it going straight down to 11K, and that's fine. No one's always right. He was definitely more right than everyone else, and I think in this case he would be more right than everyone else. But I wouldn't trade it. Like, I wouldn't wait on the sidelines for 11K because he said so. What do you think about that?
I think you need to wash your mouth out with soap.
Oh man,
you're a dirty, no good sinner.
I'm sorry.
I think you're right. I mean, yeah, he has been wrong about a lot. But yeah. So yeah, the bottom could be in. I don't know.
Hexiest man in the world said, in fairness, his top call was out of profit for one day. Yeah, it was more right than everybody. Okay, so like everybody said it was going to 100K. He said 11K, but he said straight down. He said he said at the 64K top when he called that it was going straight to 11. He did not think it would make a higher high. But that's true. So yeah, more right than everyone else. That's really the way I put it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I'm just saying I wouldn't trade based on that. Meaning I'm not going to wait on the sidelines in cash for 11K because I think it's going to happen and I'll get a better deal and then I'll like just dump everything in. Could just go to 12K and then leave you behind. It could go to 13, 14K, leave you behind. Could go lower also. So I just like the DCA strategy. I think that's the best way to go. I mean, if you're in the right asset, you can never lose by DCA. Fairly put. Thank you. And you as well, Hexiest man in the world. Are you guys subscribed to the Hexiest man in the world? You should be. Go subscribe to Hexiest man in the world and follow him on Twitter. Got to get him on the show. The Hex price. Confirmation of breaking the downwards line of support. We are at 1.85 cents. Ben, what's your take on this?
I don't know, man.
He doesn't like when I ask him.
Looks good to me.
Looks good. It looks good. Looks right for the taking. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But what's the price target?
I don't know. I have no idea. What I've seen people say, 0.14 cents, and then if that breaks, 0.007.
It's just so funny, like just to politely jab at those people. It's so funny. It's just they say basically the same thing over and over again as sentiment moves. So if the price goes down to, let's say, 0.14, they're going to say, if it goes down to 0.07, they're going to be like, if it goes lower, we're headed for 0.004. And then if it breaks that, we're headed for 0.002. Then it goes up and they're like, okay, we're headed for 1.1 cents. And if it goes higher, we're headed for 1.8. It's just moving the needle in either direction and sort of giving lower prices. It's just silly. It's like a temp. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It is. I mean, no one knows what's going to happen, but you could guess and get it right and then brag about it and then kind of like not brag about when you were wrong.
And
that's how it works, I guess.
We got Hexiest man in the world. Let's set a time. I'd love to be on your channel. You're doing great things, my man, and I have some good topics we can discuss. Oh yeah, I love that. Yes, please. I'll DM you or you DM me, whoever goes first. But let's work that out. Absolutely. And Metastang, yes sir, 500 more for me. Metastang, me and Metastang, we did a consultation. Email me at furufinance@gmail.com, everybody. We had a great time. But yeah, so price is going lower, so it's headed lower. And if it goes lower, then it's headed lower. But if it goes higher, then it could be headed higher. And if it then goes higher, then it could probably be headed in upwards trajectory.
Great.
That's technical analysis for you guys.
What I do think, though, is that even if we go below a penny, I don't think Hex is going to like die or anything.
Yeah,
So people are already like, oh, we're under 2 pennies. Like, I don't think that means the coin is just going to obliterate, like, and die.
it's like they say, if it goes down 98%, then it's never coming back. So it's like 97's okay, but 98, no. The difference
Yeah.
of it's you could simplify whether a coin comes back in the next bull market to a difference of 1 percentage point in the correction. Like, it's so stupid. It's like, let me tell you, if you want to know if something's coming back, it has nothing to do with the correction. It has to do with the community, the strength in unity. I guess the strength and presentness in a bear market of a community. That's my number one metric to see if a coin's coming back. Ben, what's your number one metric?
I'd probably agree with you there. Yeah. Community, it's probably the biggest thing. I mean, look at things like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, like crap tokenomics, crap tokens, or Dogecoin, but they're both just crap. It was just community. I
It's all
don't think
community.
Hex is crap, and it also has an amazing community. So,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think this is pretty. You can see Richard's tweets too. He's like, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. He's said some good stuff lately.
Yeah, we're actually going to take a look at Richard Hart's tweets right now.
Awesome.
Oh, whoops. Having a bad day with my IT skills. But first, we got crypto bubbles. What's your take on the crypto bubbles?
Looks good, man.
This is good marketing for Hex, I'll tell you that much. It's got a big bubble this time. Everyone sees it. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
But moving on, we got Hex Daily Stats. Checking Hex Daily Stats on the daily. Whoa, 225 new holders, new current holders, and 54 new current stakers. What's your take on that, Ben?
Sounds great.
That's some bull market numbers right there. 225 net increase during a bear market. Wow. Again, we are at all-time highs. We are always at all-time highs with holders and stakers. You really love to see that. So that's that. And we got Havid Hex interview with Richard Hart and Ivan on Tech is now confirmed. Will take place early 2023. What do you think about awesome. the interview with Ivan on Tech?
I'm excited, man. That's gonna be great. I don't know. You probably have this tweet lined up. I think KDP mentioned how in the last interview he said he would interview with Ivan again when Pulsechain was close. I think something along those lines. And the last Ivan, even if it's not, I don't know, even if that's not what it means, his last interview with Ivan, he gave a ton of like really good updates because Ivan is like obviously a developer and can understand these things. So yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. I'm really excited. I hope early 2023 means like January and not like March. Yeah, it's like a vague like early 2023.
Two more weeks.
Yeah, is that like next week or is that like 2 months from now? But yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I like that Ivan really digs deep because he understands tech and he really tries to get an answer out of him for when the launch is. Ivan is waiting on Pulsechain launch. I think that's very funny. I remember I showed a video. I don't know if you were on the show that time, but someone put in the comment section like when Pulsechain or something. He's like, "We're all waiting for Pulsechain. We want Pulse."
Yeah, man, Ivan is. I've mentioned this. I did classes in his Morales Academy. They're really awesome. Like I really like Ivan on Tech. Richard Hart and then Ivan on Tech are probably my two favorite crypto people. So I learned a lot from Ivan on Tech. So, and I think Ivan on Tech, like he understands Bitcoin well enough to realize, like, I think he's also a pretty free thinking individual. Like he can be unbiased. I think he recognizes that like Hex is in a lot of ways like just a better Bitcoin. Like it's just improved on like, I don't know, the mining, but the T-shares, you know, like he
Yeah.
can see those similarities, because once I took the Ivan on Tech like Bitcoin course, it really helped me like realize how awesome Hex was, because I could understand the similarities between mining and T-shares, and like I could understand a lot of the things Richard talks about when he criticizes Bitcoin too. So yeah, I think Ivan definitely like is a smart guy.
Oh yeah, very very smart. And he is a developer. And Pulsechain testnet v3 update. Will we get a testnet v3 update? If there's one person who could ask Richard Hart if there's a v3 update without getting a block, I think it would be Ivan on Tech. Will we get a testnet v3 update?
I hope so. Ivan on Tech has 500,000 subscribers about, which is pretty incredible.
Oh yeah.
So probably, I mean, I expect we'll get some really good updates. You know, they might not be like I don't think we're going to get any kind of concrete date. You know, who knows? Maybe testnet v3 launches before the interview. I mean, we just really have no idea. You know, but I expect we'll get some really good info. You know.
I expect that too. There's never lacking info when it comes to the Ivan on Tech interviews with Richard Hart, and it digs deep. So you guys are about to go to school. And actually, let's go to Richard because he's been tweeting.
It's something to look forward to. I think, you know, everyone watching, if you didn't see the first one, maybe even go watch that one. It's on Ivan on Tech's channel. I'm probably going to rewatch it too. Like, I'm excited, man. So I'm really looking forward to it. It made me really happy yesterday. I was like, oh, sweet, you know, like that seems like really good news to me.
Yeah. And we got Richard Hart Win. Are you guys following at Richard Hart Win on Twitter? Seems like a smart guy.
Yeah, I've never heard of this dude. What's he do?
So much stuff is going wrong in cryptocurrency that I'm tired of updating my list of failures thread. Like that. Retweet that, obviously. If price down means scam, then everything is a scam. What's your take on that, Ben?
Yeah, I saw some guy post a chart today on Twitter. It was like just a picture of the Hex chart, and he was like, "I'm going to be giggling when I see Richard Hart's mugshot." I was just like, this looks like every chart out there, you know. I was like, because it was like the linear chart. It looks like every crypto chart. It could even look like the Tesla chart out, like some of these stock charts. It's just, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's just hilarious how stupid or ignorant people are. Like,
yeah, and it really outs a lot of people because they claim to be experts on cryptocurrency. Like one of the people that did a negative review of Hex and Richard Hart was a guy who ran a traders university. I forget his name, but whatever. He did a traders university, and then he goes to the chart for Hex and he's like, it looks like a classic pump and dump scheme. And it's like, bro, do you not know how to read a logarithmic chart? It's like you just outed yourself as a fraud. You're charging $50 a month or whatever for your TA for your TA education and how people could trade profitably, but you don't know what a logarithmic chart is and why it's important to use a logarithmic chart. So it is a little bit of a litmus test for how serious these people are in terms of like their credentials that they speak about so highly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. And like these I feel like if you to get a trading university thing, you just teach someone how to get on an exchange and trade. You get one lucky guy who makes money on the trade, and then you get him to like publicly say, yeah, I took the course and then I made this much money instantly. And all the other people who don't make money, you're like, well, you know, you just need more time in the course. You know,
you're not working enough.
Yeah, it's like, it's so scammy. And yeah, it's like, it's funny when the scammers, like, I don't know, try to come after Hex and Richard Hart.
The scammers come after the not scammers. But yeah, that's really the way it works. We got 47 watching. If you're enjoying the show, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a super chat and then go over to Ben Dubard's channel and subscribe to Ben Dubard's channel. And what else do we have from Richard Hart? There was one that I really wanted to. Oh, here we go. I figured out why Hex is under max FUD. Everything else already died. Hex is what survived. What's your take on that, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, people are just salty, dude. I don't know. People are salty all over Twitter.
Yeah, but I think the fact that people are fudding Hex and everyone's trying to cover Hex and tell you I told you so, and people are saying, oh yeah, it's a failure. I think that is a testament to the success of Hex, because nobody even cares about all these coins that died already. The fact that people are trying to FUD it means that it's still there. It's not going anywhere, guys. In my opinion,
makes me
not financial advice.
Makes me really bullish for the bull run when it's
Oh,
like, because people are still like, we're in the bear market, oh, it's only a matter of time before the Hex Ponzi implodes, like there's still people sitting around like that. And I think that's what Rich Hart is saying, Celsius is dead, Luna's dead, all the scams have died. And so now people are like, oh, Hex has got to be the next one. So when things turn around, it's going to be, people will be like, oh, wait, what? But it's funny, too, because there's a lot of these guys who were like, oh, once Hex has been alive for 3 years, then I'll take it seriously. Oh, once it's been alive for this amount of time. Like, it's just hilarious, So it's just bullish for the future because, like, so many people, I don't know, we're still gatekept so hard by people, and so many people still don't understand Hex, where it just like, it's still a bit mind-blowing how much it is like that. But we're seeing, like, we saw Crypto Wendy had Hex on, had a whole stream about Hex and Pulsechain. I mean, Ivan on Tech is like, that's awesome, man. Like, it's big steps forward, and it's it got me bullish.
Oh yeah, super mega bullish. All right, yeah, that is true. It is a testament to the continuity of the community, which is the #1 metric in the Furu finance playbook. So, moving on, we got Tangent at Hex_Tangent. I'm a Hex OG and Hex Maxi. Richard Hart follows me because I never FUD Hex and I never support scam coins designed to distract Hexkins. It's always easy to support a crypto that's going up. Much harder when the price is going down. Stay focused. See next tweets for I never ever saw that. Usually people do it 3 dots. He's like, see next tweets for continued comments. First of all, what are your thoughts on this one?
It's so true. I mean, it's hard to support something when price is going down, and then you get the. We talked about this yesterday. You get the shiny object syndrome.
Shiny object syndrome.
Because every other thing's, going up, and you're like, oh well, like. So. Yeah, it's hard to support stuff when things are going down, and that's true for like anything like sports teams, like Liverpool. If anyone knows sports, there was like a good 4 or 5 year period where we really sucked, but I stayed loyal to my team. In the past 3 years, we kicked ass and we're really, really good. And it felt amazing because I was loyal the whole time. So, when we get out of the bear market and Hex hopefully does really well, like we think it can, not financial advice, it's going to feel even better because you stayed loyal and you never gave up,
Yeah, but the difference between Liverpool and Hex is that with Hex, there's tangible rewards, guys. You get rich. Not financial advice, obviously. If it works the way we think it will. The reward is tangible. Honestly, I remember I was going for the Yankees in 2008 and they won the World Series, and it's just like, okay, now I go back to bed. It's like, I mean, it was nice, but it's like, okay, now I go back to bed. Nothing really changes. If Hex does what we think it does, when Hex wins that World Series, things change. You have to worry about that sudden wealth syndrome.
I'm pretty happy, Liverpool won the Champions League still. And that was like 2 years ago or something.
Oh, yeah. And give this a like. And I don't know. Brains work differently. There you go. Are you going to be as happy as if Hex does another 1000X?
It's gonna be debatable, dude. It's gonna be hard.
Maybe you shouldn't be here. Joking.
So I have a Liverpool tattoo, but I don't have a Hex tattoo.
Ooh, we're gonna have to change that.
One day make it a Hex. We'll have to see. If
The
we
problem-
bust through $1, win. Hopefully win. We bust through $1. Might get a little Hex tattoo by the Liverpool tattoo.
Yeah, so moving on. During the mid sections of the bear, this current price range was predicted only by the most bearish hexagons. The only reason we're seeing lower predictions now is because it's easy to guess lower once you are already down at a previous thought to be impossible, unlikely level. The bipolar attitude that people have towards crypto generally or specific coins is why we get these effed up level dips. As Richard Hart said, these systems are reflexive. So once we see price going back up, it will become a self-reinforcing loop. All we need is some nice green. What is that?
I don't know.
NGU. Anyone in the
I'm
chat
not
know
sure.
what NGU is?
Good.
Yeah, but the overall point was very beautiful. The reason why the price goes down so much is because everyone says, "Oh, it's down. I don't want to buy. I'm waiting for 1 cent." You know what I'm saying? It's like price goes down from 50 cents to 30 cents. It's like I'm waiting for that 25 cent big buy order 25. Then it goes to 25. It's like I'm waiting for that 10 cent, and then it goes to 10. And then it goes lower, and then no one wants to buy, so it goes extremely low. But obviously, it takes just a little bit of money to step in at those lower prices, and the price goes up, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I want more because it's going up," and then I'm going to buy more because it's going up. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Ben Dubar?
So I looked on Urban Dictionary, and NGU means number go up.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It's definitely true. I agree with you completely.
Yeah, there you go. We got 60 people watching. If you're enjoying the show, obviously like, subscribe. Feel free to become a member for the price of a cup of coffee once a month. $3, $4, or $5 a month. You get priority in the comment section, and you support the channel, and you get badges. So consider that. Consider going to Ben Dubar's channel and subscribing to @Ben_Dubard on YouTube and following him on Twitter. There's more than just Twitter and YouTube, though. We're going to talk about TikTok later. I'm not going to stop with this TikTok, but that is for later. Hex Tangent, very smart guy. Thank you for the insight, Hex Tangent. Some sort of what I've been saying, so I guess great minds think alike. And this is my guy, guys. Your friend, SOMMI. Great, tangible insight that really is a game changer, really is meaningful. In crypto, being simple is the best. Pulse D whales had migration to ASIC and then Pulse B, but now makes us wonder if there's going to be more migrated islands in the next 90 days. Communities need simple elements to focus energy. One coin, one ticker symbol, one logo. What's your take on that, Ben?
Yeah, it makes sense. I saw that tweet as well. My thought was like, well, we have Hex Pulse and PulseX. So the one coin, one ticker, one logo thing doesn't really apply to us, but I get what he's saying, and I agree.
The thing is, you can't
you
can't chase shiny objects once you're staked Hex. So you're not going to get suckered into, chasing the pump on PulseX and then going back. I hope you don't, but you could do that with Pulse and PulseX, but
I don't know, dude. I sent a fat guy in Gucci a lot of money.
Who says it was him? You sent some wallet, some address on the blockchain.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but this raises a good point. Like, what else is going to come out of? I think Big Kurkowski called it, a carnival, a carnival game. This, specific thing we're talking about, and
shiny object syndrome. And here's the question I had. So let's say there was no pulse chain, right? Do you think there would be the same shiny object syndrome of people maybe creating coins like Hex this, Hex that, and it's to pump Hex? And then you have also maybe just like regular projects on Ethereum or new tokens made by Hexagon community members that have a lot of clout.
Definitely. Yeah, because there were before Pulsechain, like you heard of Wise token.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
that
Wise
was
and
one.
Axion.
Why? Yeah, I went in on. I had like some money in Wise token, so I have like a. I think I have a 5 year like Wise stake. Because Trayvon was like, this could, oh, you never know, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, and
Trayvon,
then
he's
I
never
feel
seen
like
something
an
he
idiot
doesn't
now.
like.
Huh?
Has there ever been a token where Trayvon's like, not this time?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. But I didn't know enough to know how stupid the idea was. So I was like, well, Hex, this is, similar to Hex, and Hex did so amazing because I thought I was late to Hex at the time. Funny enough, I thought I was late to Hex.
Yeah,
So I was
that's
like,
the thing.
okay, and I had some Hex, I got some Hex, but I was also like, well, this could be the next Hex. Because that's, your new to crypto pleb brain is like, the new coin pumps harder. What if the new coin sucks? And then you're like, no, but the market cap. So, I mean, yeah, people have been, and even before I got into Hex, I've heard stories of all kinds of people, like at the beginning of Hex, were like, this is the new blah, blah, blah Hex thing, and some of them were scams. And yeah, so I do think Pulsechain did open up a lot more, I don't know, openness to new ideas within the
Yeah,
Hex community. Because before it seemed very like Hex. There was a lot of people who were very Hex maxi who are now like, which is fine. Who are now like, oh, Liquid Loan. They're really excited for other projects on Pulse,
yeah.
which is fine. But yeah, so
Yeah, it was more of a taboo to be starting your own project before the Pulse Chain launch. Now there's always that thought that, oh yeah, but it's really helping out Pulse Chain or it's helping out Hex. It's pumping our bags, kind of thing. And also, yeah, so there's sort of that's really the thing. I guess they made it like now we have like what were once thought to be like loyal Hexicans are starting their own coins, on Pulse Chain, and like often completely copying things that Richard Hart did, or if not copying like his projects, copying the name of his projects, copying ideas that were previously promulgated in previous bull markets and failed. And it's just like, it's a shame. It's very sad. Many of them I liked a lot. Many of them are very talented, but I think
yeah.
they got
I mean,
they
I
fell for
believe
the
in.
greed and fear that everyone else did.
I don't like if I don't think scamming is okay. I don't think I don't want people to lose money, whatever, but I believe in freedom. So if you want to make something, you're free to do that. And if you want to invest in someone making something, you're free to do that.
True. Free
I don't
markets.
necessarily agree with it, but yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Adam Smith, free markets.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's consequences for action. So, like, if you think you're going to make an awesome coin and then a lot of people get hurt, like, I don't know, like, people are going to do what they're going to do, and then hopefully they'll learn or whatever.
Very true. Let me bring up this comment over here. Duke Booze. We sure received a lot of free tokens for just owning Hex. Imagine how many free tokens will be offered to the full Pulse Chain community. Hex pays in many ways. So yes, like Hedron's a good example of that. I get Hedron every day, and I suggest you also get Hedron every day by buying and staking Hex. But the problem that there is a lot of people actually think that like they missed out on Hex, and it's like this new shiny object that we got for free, that's really what it's at. Like I'm just gonna end my stakes, or just use my economic energy to buy these things that everyone else got for free, and the whales probably will always have a bigger bag than you just because they have so much Hex. They earn so much more Hedron that you have that potential sell pressure. It's just like it's I don't really like that. I mean, I don't mind Hedron, but I think people are very foolish for thinking that it's going to outperform because it's new. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
Yeah, I airdrops have been pretty awesome for having. I think they've been for having T-shares. So more incentive to stake your Hex. And also, I see Matty Allen in the chat. I know Matty Allen talks about having multiple wallets to get in on multiple airdrops. So yeah, the Pulse Doge airdrop was pretty awesome because it gave, I mean, it was a good amount of money, and I had a couple different wallets, so like it was pretty nice. Wasn't anything crazy, but it was like a couple $1,000 maybe. But in a bear market, I was like, this is sweet, you know. And Hedron is pretty awesome. Like the airdrops are really awesome, and with Pulse Chain, yeah, I mean, I think people who sacrificed, who knows, you know, will probably get lots of airdrops, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's like Richard Hart says, there's free money in crypto. Like I once got an airdrop from 1inch for never using 1inch. Like it didn't make any sense, but it was because I'd used Uniswap a certain amount of times. 1inch wanted to get people to stop using Uniswap and use 1inch. So they're like, let's airdrop to people who've never used 1inch, but have used Uniswap this amount of times in this time frame. And it was $1,000. And I was like, I'm getting $1,000 for never doing something, for like not doing something. It was crazy. And then the Optimism airdrop I got, and it, you know, it was like the free money's everywhere. And yeah, with Pulse Chain, I can imagine we're gonna have more airdrops once Pulse Chain launches. But people need to be careful because there's also scam airdrops, and you need to really make sure you're not just FOMOing to go claim an airdrop, which a lot of people do. And what'll happen is you'll click approve to claim your airdrop, and then you'll think you're approving the airdrop, but it'll say approve this contract to like take your coins basically to access your USDC or whatever, and you'll just be rushing through it, and you just approved. Even if you have a hardware wallet, it doesn't matter. You just approved them to take your money. So you have to be careful, and then be careful of any coin that just randomly appears in your wallet too, because if you interact with it at all, you could also lose money. So
well said. Yeah, they say that's why you should really have two wallets. Like one is what you use for like signing on transactions, and then like, for staking Hex, because you're in for 15 years. So you should buy the Hex with one wallet and send to the other wallet where you don't use smart contracts.
That's a good idea too. Like maybe if you have a wallet that only has long-term stakes on it, you don't use it for anything else.
Yeah. But yeah, good stuff. But you're not going to get as good of an airdrop because you don't have all the stakes. But yeah, well said. And we got 61 watching. So if you're enjoying the show, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're feeling lucky, send a super chat. And obviously, go to Ben Dubar's channel and like his videos and subscribe to his channel. But moving on, I like this. I love what he's saying. I love his things are so level-headed, so substantive. You could really derive future market performance based on these metrics. Obviously not for trading, but I'm saying it is a meaningful insight into what the future is going to look like. And I'll show you guys why right here. He says, a very friendly reminder that 99% of macro people got no idea what they're talking about. Did you know that the CPI dropped from 13% to 0 without any rate hikes? Fed rate does not need to be above CPI. I'm mentally disabled and I'm still long. See you friends in 2024. And obviously, so this is the inflation. This is the CPI, and the blue one is the Fed rate hikes. And it's showing here there was massive inflation in 1940, which peaked out with pretty much no rate hikes. And then obviously massive inflation, I guess, in 46, no rate hikes, it went down. So I really like what he's saying, because I hear people like Peter Schiff saying that the Federal Reserve needs to hike rates above the rate of inflation in order for inflation to come down. That is not true. That is not true. Rate hikes obviously help tame inflation, and you can see from later on in the graph, it really shows like there was inflation. The Fed's hiked, went down. Fed's hiked, went down. Here they hiked above it, went down, whatever. But inflation it's very hard, prolonged, sustained high rate of inflation is very hard to maintain, because when prices go up, you spend less. That's the overall thing. And that's what I really like about what he's bringing up. And that's why I'm very optimistic that inflation has topped, and inflation will go back to the Fed 2% target and they'll be able to bring rates down and just in time for the bear market, if not a significant time before that. But what's your thoughts on that, Ben?
I like everything you just said, man, and I think you know
Yes.
more about this than I do. So you kind of had explained this to me before. So yeah, I'm really learning a lot about the macro stuff. If we're on the Dunning-Kruger chart, I'm in the Valley of Despair.
I don't know the chart,
When
but
it comes to macro, this kind of stuff.
just a matter of time. You'll get there. Don't worry. That's the thing. A lot of people in crypto, they don't really understand finance and economics. So they think that, oh, yeah, inflation's going to go crazy and then Bitcoin's going to $500 million. It's like, no, that's not how the world works. I'm sorry. Bitcoin is not a store of value by any means. It's not a safe haven asset. That was really the moral of this current bear market. Cash is king. And we got KDPLS Power City at KDP Crypto. Solana, go follow at KDP Crypto, please. Solana did a 1,200x in 574 days. Luna did a 1,000x in 658 days. Pulsechain has 20x the community, better founder, airdrop for 217 million wallets, 150 plus projects building, net deflationary bridges, DEX day one, native stable coins, Hex. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I saw that, and I really liked it.
I like it too.
Some really good points.
The thing is that I agree with all the metrics except 20x the community is actually maybe not good in terms of X's because Hex had a very small community and then it became very large. So if you got in when it was small, then you were able to get a 10,000x. Now Pulsechain's community is bigger. So it's going to take more, that's more sellers. So it would take more economic energy to get that 10,000x in under 2 years. My take is that it's not going to be a 10,000x in under 2 years, but I think it's going to be the story of the upcoming bull market. But, and it's probably going to be the best performing asset. I think we could see a 1,200 to 2,000x in Pulsechain especially. But 10,000x just seems a little bit of a layup to me. Like what? It's going to 10,000 and then everyone's selling. Like, what do you think about that? Are we getting a 10,000x in under 2 years?
Oh man, I don't know. I know what I feel really certain about is I'll be surprised if we don't do more than 100x, within 2 years. I'll be really surprised if we don't do more than that. But yeah, I mean, but even if we did do a 10,000x, I guarantee the majority of people wouldn't sell because we did the 10,000x. Now we're gonna do 100,000x, and we're gonna do 10 times better than Hex, guys. If you're selling at the 10,000x, you're an idiot. And then it'll be like 10% or
market cap's a vanity metric. It's going to 100,000x.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, remember we were at 50-cent Hex. It was like we're hitting $1 now. Oh, it's Hex already did this many X's. You think it can't do a 2x from 50 cents to $1? You're an idiot. That's how the brain works. That's what. So I feel like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I like to think anything's possible in crypto. I have no idea. I do remember Gerardo said on his stream 10,000x in under 6 months. I thought that is actually insane. I really don't think that's going to happen. I always think of that. I'm like, does he really think that? Like, I'm like, wondering, like, I don't know.
He's a very intelligent guy, and
right?
But he does buy into a lot of like indicators and moon math, which I'm not a fan of. Not obviously anything against him. And I remember he had the regression rainbow, and it's like based on this, like it kept on bouncing off the rainbow. Bitcoin Hex was going $1 million within like a couple of years. I don't know if he said that in particular, but just on the rainbow trajectory, and it's like it doesn't just go straight up; it starts to level out. I mean, that's just the way it works. Assets become more mature and the returns diminish, and you change security. You get safety in exchange for security in exchange for safety, meaning it becomes a safer asset, but also no, I said it wrong. You you get a safer asset, but a slower appreciating asset. That's just really the way it works. That's why if you look at the Bitcoin, it originally goes up very quickly and then it levels out. And obviously there's corrections along the way, but I think Bitcoin did a 10,000x very quickly because Bitcoin also nobody knew about it when it started. Ethereum, I don't know how many wallets participated in and how much money participated in the Ethereum ICO. I'd imagine it's a lot less than Pulsechain, but
Yeah. I wonder too, though, like, because I feel like one argument is more people know about it, so like there'll be even more buy pressure, you know? Because like, oh, like Hex, no one knew about it, and we pumped. Now, so many people know about it, so like we're
I think it's the
definitely going to
opposite.
pump way
It's the
way
opposite.
harder.
It's
But
the
yeah, that's
opposite.
what I'm saying. Like you're saying, that also means there's more people to sell. So I
Yeah.
don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah, and you could double the amount of holders of Hex from its inception with only 4,000 wallets. To double the amount of Pulsechain wallets, you know, the amount of people that bought Pulsechain, you need 25,000. So I really don't think we're getting the 10,000x. It seems a little too much like a layup. Doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter to me. I'm not trying to sell tops and buy bottoms. I'm just, you know, gonna maybe take a little bit of profits and I'm gonna DCA. That's it. End of story. But I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think we're getting a 10,000x in under 2 years? I hope I'm wrong.
There's also the fact that everyone's coins are getting copied over, and people are incentivized to come
That's
over
true.
because of the cross-chain yield farming.
And it's
So that could
deflationary.
Yeah, that could also be the catalyst of like we're going to get a ton of people coming over because people do chase. You know, there are those yield fiend. There's a large like community, and I think a lot of these guys are going to start talking about Pulsechain once they're like, "Look, guys, you can get yield here," because there are like yield-based YouTubers who are like, "I'm on this chain now because this protocol has this yield, and I can do my Rube Goldberg machine yield leverage up 5 different places, and I'm making $10,000 a week."
Then but that's the thing. It's like once you're on Pulsechain, you're probably going to buy Pulse, even in excess of what you need just for gas, just because you're like, hey, this is a great chain. Let me invest. That's what really happens. So there are a lot of, I think my overall point is there are a lot of the fact that, you know, there's a bigger community for Pulsechain's inception. I don't think that's good in terms of the amount of X's it could do. But I think there are a lot of things that, you know, Pulsechain has that's working in its favor in terms of the amount of X's it could do, like the deflationary, you know, aspect, like the world's largest free airdrop. Like that's probably the greatest onboarding method of all time. So could it do 10,000x? I think it's possible, and I would never ever sell Richard Hart short. Seems a little bit too much of a layup, but like a layup for me. But if you think about it, if we're in early, the people that get in, you know, after the 1,000x are probably going to be expecting it to do maybe an 100x from where they buy within that cycle, right? So they're going to be holding for 100,000x from bottom, and then the people that sell the 10,000x are going to be like a very small minority at that point, like the people that got in on the Hex sacrifice, you know, and had it since inception, are going to be a very, very small compared to the amount of people that are expecting like 50,000, 100,000 X's. So maybe it'll just be easy. Maybe it'll get that layup. They'll get that sell at 10,000 X. But I don't know. It's a little bit hard to, I don't know. It seems a little bit too easy for me. But at the same time, I would never sell Richard Hart short. So that's what I would say. We got 81 watching. So 82 watching. So if you're feeling lucky, send a super chat. But if you're not, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and go to Ben Dubard's channel at Ben Dubard, and go to bendubard.com. Subscribe to Ben Dubard's channel. And Ben, what do you think about this? We got 82 concurrent viewers.
That's awesome. Thank you, everyone, for being
Do you have
here.
a message for your fans?
Not really. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying it. Subscribe to me if you want.
Even if you don't want, subscribe.
Yeah, you have to.
And become a member for $3, $4, $5 a month to furufinance.
I will say I did try to make videos on my channel that will help people who don't understand crypto well understand Pulsechain and PulseX, and also people who are in crypto who don't maybe know a lot. I tried to make videos that would be good for onboarding, so I don't know. You could go check those out. where I explain what's a DEX and then why PulseX could be like a really cool DEX. I kind of explain what a fork is and why Pulsechain could be like a really awesome thing. Basically, just explaining the general idea of like taking one thing and making it better.
Yeah, you guys new to Hex, Pulsechain, PulseX? Go to Ben Dubar's YouTube channel and go to bendubar.com. bendubar.com.
Yeah. So I've
And-
tried to cater to like newer people. So maybe that could be cool. Maybe
yeah,
it's
but
helpful.
you know what? If you're not new, you should go there anyway. And we got KDP.PLS. This was actually very interesting. Coinly made a video on Hex crypto taxes. Guys, should we contact them about a few details? This could really help every Hexkin in the future. I don't know. I use Coinly. Coinly is excellent. That's how I was able to really see how much I owe in taxes. That's how I was really able to, keep tabs of my, get the form, whatever it is, in order to pay taxes. So they're making a video specific to Hex. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
Yeah, that's really interesting. I didn't watch the video, but I saw people saying they didn't understand it.
Well, we're going to watch it right now. So we got a super chat. Crypto Luckbox says gives $20. Stream on, brother. Thanks for the consistency, bro. Appreciate what you do for the community. Thank you. And I appreciate you sending me that generous super chat. You keep this stream going, brother. So thank you, Crypto Lucky Box. And I will continue to stream for you. But let me now I got to switch the tabs in order to share this. I'm getting a little echo.
Oh, crap. I need to start doing my headphones all the time.
All right. Share screen. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Nelly. Welcome back to another wallet integration video. Today we're talking about Hex and specifically how to do your crypto taxes with the help of Coinly. So I'll tell you a little bit about Hex, then I'll jump into the integration, which for this entire week has been extremely straightforward. A lot of just plug and play public addresses. And then I'll show you how to get the necessary tax documentation. And lastly, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'll leave a bunch of resources and you can obviously leave comments down below. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So Hex is the first high-yield blockchain with a certificate of deposit, which was founded in 2018. Their staking currently average about 40% API, which is pretty good, and they have rewards which can be earned daily. So this video, I'm going to be using MetaMask to get the public address. Just keep in mind that you can also do this exact same procedure if you have Coinbase Wallet or Wallet Connect or any other type of wallet. So jumping into the integration, which is going to be really straightforward, log into your Coinly account. If you don't have one, no problem. You can create one completely free. Head over into the wallet section, click on Add Wallet. We're going to type in MetaMask, and then we're going to click on the first one we're interested in Ethereum. We're going to click on Set Up Autosync. So this will only import transactions from the Ethereum network, which is what we're interested in because that's what Hex uses. Obviously, we're not interested in BCS or Polygon. And now we're going to find the public address from MetaMask. So opening up your MetaMask, you see there, scroll on down and select. But that brings us to the end of a very simple week of wallet integration videos. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm going to give you a bunch of different resources if you'd like to learn more. So starting off with the Coinly Help Center, we have countless different love to help you out. So if you found this video helpful in any way, consider dropping a like, subscribing for crypto content, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, I agree with that. Consider dropping a like and subscribing for more crypto content. But what's your take on that, Ben?
It's interesting. It's pretty cool. It makes me think of like Crypto Wendy doing a whole stream on Hex and Pulsechain. It's like people are starting to notice Hex, and that's pretty good publicity, even though he might not be completely correct about it. But
yeah, but also probably a lot of people that are just going to the Coinly website and they're like, "What is this Hex thing? What is this Hex?" You ask.
He just said, 40% APY. Oh, like a lot of people might hear that and be like, "Whoa, what's this coin? It has this great APY." Blah blah blah. So
true. And Mo Funk says, "Lol's already several mistakes in the Coinly video after 15 seconds. I might contact them for correction." Okay, there you go. Please contact them. Okay, moving on.
Okay, I'll be right back.
He'll be right back. Let's take a look at the chat. We got Maddie Allen. You guys are a great team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you, Maddie. Hex Addict. Hex, one of 5 tokens to ever 10,000x. Volatility expected for the GOAT asset. Hex still up multiples. Maybe hundreds of X's compared to BTC and Ethereum. Yeah, very true. Very true. Thoughts on the best asset of all time, especially when it goes viral? Yeah, I think that's Hex. Ahad Zahid. When people say 5x from price launch, does that mean 5x already on our bags? 5x, they probably mean 5x from the sacrifice. Do I think that Pulse or PulseX is going to do a 5x from the sacrifice at launch? I don't think so. Isn't DO1 just tax loss harvesting for the end of the year? I don't know. Could be. And we got Hexiest Man in the World. Plus everyone, smash the like. These two don't have to be here spending our time giving free content. The least we can do is click the like button. Help them out. I feel as gentlemen have a. Well, yeah, definitely click the like. And Ben Dubard is back. All right. So yeah, that was interesting. And moving on, we got in a bear market, Richard Hart has gained 100,000 followers in 9 months. That is crazy. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
Where did you see that? You gained how many?
Oh shoot, I keep forgetting. Gotta reshare.
Okay.
Share screen. $100,000 followers in 9 months in the bear market.
And furufinance is almost at 2,000 subscribers. Everyone hit the subscribe button, which is pretty amazing as well. So I think everyone, like, it's crazy. Anyone doing Hex, Pulse, PulseX stuff, I mean, the follower increase for bear market has been pretty nuts, you know?
Absolutely. Very true. And what's up next? Go open a small shop next door to a Target and see how long you stay in business. This is from at CCFX Studios, Johnny Chaos. If you have absolutely nothing to offer, that is task of random coin creators competing with Hex. You don't get to skip the line. Do your own work. Catching up, it's a long road. Where's your data site? Where's your public articles, billboards, taxi cabs, sponsored fighters, teams, postcards, stickers, merchandise, documentaries, wall murals, artists, music, dedicated personalities, content? You really think a few bots on Twitter and an idea is enough? After all that community reinvestment, Hex is still not viral. How much work do you think it will be for something starting from scratch? But I guess you don't need any of that effort if you are just looking for a cash grab. Not like you need to build a legacy or anything. Great point. It's like stop complaining about, people in Hex not interested in your shiny object projects. If it's that good, if what you're building is really that revolutionary in the way that Hex or Ethereum or Bitcoin or the telephone. This is what I said with Johnny Cass. I don't have to play it, but if it's that special, then you should not be complaining about Hexagon's gatekeeping. You should push on. It's very pathetic that you have to, complain and cry about, Hexagon's not wanting to shield your project. The people that got in early on Bitcoin, like Chase Myers, Roger Ver. I said this with Johnny Chaos. I said they didn't even get the dignity to be ridiculed by traditional finance because they were so fringe and so silly. Like, and then you have these people crying that everyone in Hex isn't going straight to their project, which is piggybacking on the branding, brings nothing revolutionary. Things that have been used in like previous cycles, just pretty much recycled, and people don't want to talk about it. And then all these S coin creators are complaining. It's very pathetic, and the fact that like they are complaining so much is indicative of their confidence in their project. What do you think about that, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty good point he made. But I also think Bitcoin maxis probably felt the same way about Richard Hart, but they didn't do their research, I guess.
Yeah, but was Richard Hart going to Bitcoiners and like complaining, like, "Oh yeah, you're gatekeeping me," like you guys should be promoting Hex, or like was he going to Vitalik and like telling him?
I mean, I'm pretty sure when he debates these Bitcoiners, he says stuff along those lines, like, "We're better, Hex is better, come, promote us and stuff."
No, but yeah, he's saying we're better, but he's not. He just moved forward. He didn't complain about being gatekept by the Bitcoiners. I think there was more of an understanding as to why they, there was more of a confidence that he was able to really build his own thing. I think that also another, I guess that there's that. And what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime like you have something awesome and someone comes along to compete, like you're gonna, I don't know, be upset or whatever.
If your project's that good, it should stand on its own merit. You shouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think it's also a bit of like marketing. Of course, like Richard's going to say that kind of thing. Of course, anyone who launches their coin is going to say that stuff, even if it's not true. And that's where it's dangerous, is like, even if your coin is worse, like Hex, I think is better Bitcoin. I think a lot of us all like agree on that. But a lot of these coins, I don't think they're a better Hex,
No, they're not.
Of course, you're going to, but like, of course, you're going to, like, how else are you going to get people to buy it unless you say, look, it could do better, So it's like, I think it's just marketing. And I think he's right, though. It's like, that's a really funny analogy. You go open a small shop next door to Target and see how long you stay in business.
Yeah, but listen, if you have something to offer, something exclusive to your store, or something about you that really sets you apart, you'll be all right. If you have that that edge. But the complaining about the gatekeeping is very indicative in the confidence in the edge, I guess would be the way to put it. But great words by Johnny Chaos. And please, if you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe. And we got furufinance. I'm sick and tired of hearing Hex is pre-viral. We are no longer in 2007. Like Bitcoin, the large institutions have adopted YouTube and Twitter, and organic virality is extremely difficult there. TikTok and YouTube Shorts are the YouTube of 2007. Get your audience there. What's your take on that, Ben?
Yeah, good tweet, man. Good tweet. I think you're right, though. Like, the shorts are where it's at these days, and that's how, like, you can really go viral with just like one clip. So
yeah, and I think the answer to the pre-viral, the answer to getting Hex viral, I think more than spamming the comment section of these big YouTubers or the Twitter threads of these big YouTubers, which has been effective in many ways. I'm not trying to belittle it, but the key to virality in 2022 is TikTok. TikTok is where YouTube was in 2005, 2006, when basically, like Bitcoin, like the institutions are always late, but when they come in, they kind of take over. They take over. They have more buying power. They have more connections with these big media conglomerates and things like that, and they could really get in front of everyone on TV. So basically, you had YouTube, and in the beginning, you were able to really gain footing there and get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers and achieve virality in a relatively short period of time. But now, like, and on mainstream topics, so politics, finance, sports, all those things, you could really gain a big following. But at this point, for example, if you search Bitcoin, right, like the first couple of results you see are not these organic small YouTubers. You see CNBC, NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, maybe like BitBoy Crypto, the Moon Carl. It's very hard to gain a footing in it. But in TikTok and YouTube Shorts, these big media organizations, these big corporations, they have not picked up on that yet. They do not really implement that marketing, and it's there for the taking. It's there for the taking. You could really, my most viewed TikTok video was on Michael Saylor. That's like a big topic, was on Bitcoin with Michael Saylor. I got over 2,000 views with 90 followers. Think about that. You cannot possibly get a video. I mean, maybe you could if you really keep on trying, but it's very, very difficult to get over like even 500 views on a Bitcoin topic if you're a small YouTuber on the up and coming. So I think the time to really gain a foothold and become a big account in TikTok before everyone else comes there, so you could always have first dibs in the algorithm, is now. It is now, folks. Virality is very attainable. And that's why I have taken on this campaign to try and move people from YouTube, not from Hex, from YouTube to TikTok. And I think if you're a Hex YouTuber, you're a content creator, arbitrage clips, shorts, whatever, on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. That's how you get virality. That's how you get in front of new eyes. That's how you gain a footing. That's how you gain a foothold, on these platforms before they blow up, before the big institutions come. And I think it's very important. I think part of that is that if I have 1,000 followers, maybe I'll do a live stream once a week there instead of YouTube. Get people onto TikTok. Get Hexkins onto TikTok. Throttle that algorithm, and start really pushing content. How do you think Andrew Tate went viral? Did Andrew Tate go viral through regular YouTube videos or live streams? Absolutely not. It's the shorts and it's the TikTok platform that enabled him to really attain that virality, to the point where I had a friend call me and he's like, I can't use YouTube Shorts anymore because all I get is Andrew Tate, because they see that you put a little bit of interest in that topic and they just keep serving it to you and you can't do anything about it. So why can't we get Hex like that? If Andrew Tate was able to do it organically, Hex with that much more manpower, that much bigger of a community, how come we can't get Hex to that point where it's served to everybody on the shorts on YouTube and on TikTok? There's no reason it shouldn't be happening. But unfortunately, people in this community, I mean, for better or for worse, I think it's been very effective, YouTube and Twitter, but they are between 25 and like 45 generally. They didn't grow up on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and things like that, so they're not so familiar with it. But the key to virality is TikTok. Like I said before, you cannot disaggregate virality in TikTok. You need TikTok to go viral now. TikTok is the YouTube 2007. So that is the most important thing. Get onto TikTok. Follow these couple of accounts that I'm going to show you. And if you're a content creator, you have 1,000 followers on TikTok, start live streaming exclusively there for some of your streams, maybe once a week, whatever it is. What's your take on that, Ben?
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, I need to personally start posting a little more shorts, and yeah, it's like if, I think Richard Hart too. Like he's kind of a controversial person. Like you could get a lot of clips of him saying like stuff that does have that like viral ability. So just kind of
Yeah.
like you said with Andrew Tate, like if we all and didn't Abit just post like a folder with a bunch of Andrew or Richard Hart clips that people could post?
I believe so. I believe he did, and you should be posting that. And frankly, I should be posting that as well. But that's the one thing I hope Richard Hart could do is, if not make a TikTok account, get on a live stream with someone like Yori Hex or
I thought he
Super
had a.
Hex.
I think
I
he
don't know.
has a TikTok account. I think it's Richard Hart Diamond.
Richard Hart Diamond? I didn't even know he had an account, but do an exclusive. He does an exclusive TikTok live stream. That could really break TikTok. That
Yeah,
could really
that's
set
really
that
smart.
algorithm like into hyperdrive or overdrive. You need a lot less. It's like thin liquidity. You need a lot less activity to make like to really set that algorithm off. It's like with Hex, you need less economic energy to drive the price up very high. The same thing applies with TikTok in with regard to virality. You need a lot less engagement to really blow up. Like to really throttle that algorithm. So that's the key. Talk about pre-viral. We could easily make Hex post-viral. Key to that is TikTok. I continue posting on TikTok. In fact, I was doing it this morning. I had all these under 60-second clips that I was posting. And after you do like 6 in a row, they don't let you do it for a little bit because, to protect against spam or bots or whatever. So that was annoying. But I continue pushing, and I continue to push for TikTok. This tweet only got 9 likes, guys. We have 66 people watching. Please, guys, go to Twitter right now. Like this tweet, and retweet it. Get the message out, and link your favorite Hex TikTokers, tag your favorite Hex YouTubers, tell them you really want to see them badly on TikTok. TikTok is really where we should be. It's better to be a big fish in a small pond, at least in this case. So we got El Hexidente. We got Super Hex Win. He's got 60,000 followers. That's like more than anyone has subscribers on YouTube. He's got 40,000. That's also more than anyone has subscribers. Abbott Hex is trying to get to 1,000. Get Abbott Hex to 1,000 so we can live stream there. Yori Hex got 10,000. Matty Allen's got 600. Crypto Coffee's got about 600. Yeah. And Ben Dubart's got 20. Let's get him to 40. But,
humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings, guys. TikTok, guys. I'm going to keep shilling for TikTok. TikTok is the key to virality. If Andrew Tate could do it as one person, Hex with over 100,000 stakers should be able to achieve virality through TikTok. It could be that thing that people don't want to go on YouTube Shorts anymore because they see so much TikTok easily. Arbitrage. You don't even have to put videos of yourself. You could just clip my videos, clip Ben's videos, clip Richard Hart's videos, and just arbitrage it on a TikTok account. That's what El Hexidente does. You're doing a great service. In fact, I think Andrew Tate, for his course, I think part of the thing is he says if you share shorts to his of him and his brother, then you get like a discount or something. That's part of the reason why the algorithm has gone nuts.
Smart.
Sharing his stuff. He's really break the internet. And again, if he could do it, we could do it. What's your take on that, Ben?
Yeah. That's really
it.
smart.
Yeah. All right. He agrees. Enough with the shilling TikTok. We got 67 watching. If you're enjoying, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitter at furufinance. And next up is RG3, the captain. Boom. So this is our featured article. Big news for Ripple. U.S. Department of Justice calls cryptos commodities. As the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC draws to a close, the U.S. Department of Justice, I'm getting an echo, sorry, may have provided another argument for the company. Let's take a look. Big news for Ripple. U.S. Department of Justice calls cryptos commodities. So that's not the SEC, but I guess you could say that's precedence, so to speak. As the legal battle between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission draws to a close, and all eyes are on Judge Annalisa Torres, the U.S. Department of Justice may have provided another argument for Brad Garlinghouse and his company. In recent court filings by the U.S. Department of Justice against Avram Eisenberg, the DOJ refers to two cryptocurrencies as commodities. Eisenberg, who exploited the decentralized finance platform Mango Markets and made $67 million, was arrested yesterday in Puerto Rico, charged with market manipulation. Did you hear about this guy, Avi Eisenberg?
I heard about the situation.
The guy found exploits in this DeFi thing that literally let him just like walk out with, it says here, 67 million. I think he walked out with over 100 million and he gave back some. That is insane. A little bit of a legend, but obviously we do not condone that behavior. That is very bad. And he did get arrested, so don't do that. But yeah, so I guess that's really the overall thing, is that the DOJ, so for the Department of Justice, it thus appears that there is no dispute that neither token should be classified as a security. This stands in stark contrast to SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, who is not only leading a case against Ripple, but has opined on several occasions that pretty much every token is a security. In the indictment, the Justice Department writes unequivocally of Curve and Mango tokens as commodities. It states, Avram Eisenberg, the defendant, wittingly and knowingly, directly and indirectly used in connection with the swap, a contract sale of a commodity, in interstate and foreclosure commerce, and on future delivery on subjects to the rules of a registered entity, the manipulative and deceptive device and contravention of Title 17. So what is your take on that? So first, let me just clarify that, I don't know, you're saying it like boom, like because the Department of Justice said that, it means that it's not that I guess XRP is, they didn't even talk about XRP. They were talking about Mango and Curve Finance. They call them commodities, which would in turn, I guess you derive that means XRP is also a commodity, even though they're completely different. And then that would mean that Hex is a commodity and not a security. Seems like a bit of a jump, but it definitely means something that the Department of Justice is calling it a commodities, but that doesn't mean that the SEC calls it commodities. In fact, the SEC said, in fact, that many cryptocurrencies are securities, especially Ripple. I obviously would disagree when it comes to Hex and things like that. But what's your take on that, Ben?
It's definitely interesting. I think it's good. It seems like good news. So yeah, I think the Ripple case is going to turn out well for all of us in crypto. I think classifying every crypto as security is just like complete nonsense, and I think that guy just doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't know what he's talking about. So Gary Gensler, I mean, and he was like in the bed with SBF and stuff, getting money from him. So I mean, I think it's all going to work out fine for crypto in the end in terms of, you know, all this nonsense.
Yeah. So what I'd say is that Ripple, I'm not so fluent in Ripple. I'm not like an expert on the XRP token and the XRP blockchain, whatever. But what it just like whatever the result is for XRP, that's not indicative that Hex or any other cryptocurrency is a security. You have to look at each one individually. And as I covered with Crypto Coffee, if you guys want to check it out, addressing the SEC FUD, you could check it out in one of the videos. I actually clipped it. Hex clearly fails 3 out of 4 legs of the Howey test, and possibly 4 out of 4. But regardless, in order to be a security, it has to pass all 4. So I don't really care. It's like irrespective of the ruling for Ripple. I think the ruling, irrespective for the ruling for Ripple, Bitcoin and Hex are indeed not securities. Thoughts on that, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like I don't know, man. I think it's all going to work out fine at the end of the day. Honestly.
It's all going to be fine.
I kind of have to keep up with this stuff. You know, it's just like, be afraid of this. Look at this and worry about this. I think it's all going to, I think crypto's here to stay. I think crypto is the future. I think there's a massive opportunity in crypto, and I'm pretty happy holding Hex and then waiting on Pulse and PulseX. So all this stuff is just like, whatever, you know, it's happening. It's cool to see when someone posts this, but I'm not like stressed about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be. Maybe I'm like stupid, but I don't know.
No.
If they were going to really try and destroy crypto, when they've done that like super early on, you know, it seems, I don't know.
I think crypto's here to stay as well. And I think that Hex is here to stay. And again, metric for that is community. It's easy to shut down a project that doesn't have a community also. But like when there are people that dig their feet in the sand and they are willing to fight the legal battle and, hash it out with regulators and work it out, I that makes me very confident. And Hex's community is second to none. And again, it fails. There's no legal argument for Hex being a security. It fails all legs of the Howey test. It's not a security. Ripple is a little bit different. I don't want to say it is or it isn't, but XRP does raise money for their company, for their centralized entity, by dumping the XRP token on their community. So, yep. I mean, that is more questionable. But in any case, I'm not going to be like Max Kaiser, and I'm not going to be like Michael Saylor and say the SEC just shut everything down. I hope everything works out well for Ripple, but irrespective of that, Hex is not a security. That's my take. But yeah, that is it for our news. We will now go look at the chat and see what you guys are saying. Feel free to leave a super chat and become a member for the price of a cup of coffee. Just go click that join button below. Okay, join $3, $4, $5 a month. You support the show. You keep the show going. Not send a super chat. And if you're a broke pleb because you're in a bear market, then that makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I can't blame you. But would be nice. What's your thoughts on that, Ben?
Yeah, man. Support furufinance. He puts in a lot of work, so he deserves it.
See, you heard it from him. All right, let's take a look at the chats. Tony Cove. Well, Hex Addict gives a fire, so that's cool. Tax selling prints will be done after Saturday. I hope so. Hex is pre-viral to the non-crypto masses. I don't know if that's true. Ben, did your cousin Ish, did he know what Hex was? Because he's been in crypto for 9 years.
Yeah, he knew what Hex was, and Richard Hart. He knew all about it.
I know a lot of people that know a lot about cryptocurrencies that never heard about Hex. So I think
there's people in crypto who still haven't heard about Hex and stuff. So
I think it's pre-viral in any case, and I think the way out, there is a way out, guys. It's called TikTok. That's why you're going to follow furufinance on TikTok, and you're going to follow Ben Dubard, and you're going to follow all the Hex skins that I put in that thread. But yeah, moving on. Everyone in their brains heard of Bitcoin. Very true. PulseX, will it do a 500x?
Could. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
If you didn't see it, we had some really bullish talk earlier, kind of going back and forth on what the potential 10,000x of Pulsechain in under 2 years. So you could apply a lot of those talking points to PulseX as well.
Yeah, just rewind it. And Hex Addict says, give us some hopium, Furu. Give you some hopium. I mean, do you believe crypto's here to stay? Like everyone's fear in the state of fear that Hex isn't coming back, but it's what every crypto is having bad price performance now. Like that's par for the course. It's easier to make FUD out of it because you could actually see on chain, people emergency end staking and trading because Hex is the most transparent thing. But Hex is the rule. It's not the exception in terms of that. I'm confident cryptocurrency will come back. And I'm confident that the cryptos that have product market fit and communities will come back with it. So I'm confident that Hex will come back. Ben, what do you think?
Yeah, I think
Not financial
the
advice.
hopium I think of is the Ivan on Tech Richard Hart interview. So I'm pretty excited for that. So that's my hopium for you.
Yeah, and which community has more to look forward to? I'm saying there's Pulsechain launch, there's PulseX, there's the highest of stakes documentary. There's the ever increasing T-share rate. There is the daily payout, the trustless daily payout that you are going to get every single day. I'm saying, like, which crypto community is more likely to stick around? Which crypto is more likely to stick around than Hex over the next 15 years? Because no other one have people promised not to sell for 15 years. That much I can tell you. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
All right. We got anything else? Everything is Energy says, I believe 2023 will separate the wheat from the chaff. Hex will survive. XRP Solana will die. One coin will rule them all. I think so too. I don't know about XRP dying. Solana is not looking good. I'm saying it's FTX's blockchain. But XRP has a community, so they might make another lower low, but still be around and listed. What do you think, Ben? Do you think XRP and Solana will die?
Maybe Solana, I don't know. I don't think XRP will die. Their community is like pretty strong. So
yeah, they get dumped on a lot.
yeah, I really don't know.
A testament to the resilience.
What does it mean for a crypto to die too?
Well, if it
Just
gets delisted
down forever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying
because even Luna Classic, like it's I guess technically not dead, even though it died, but it didn't die. I don't know.
Well, Luna Classic actually made a new all-time high, believe it or not. That actually made a new all-time high over 2 bull markets. That's something XRP didn't even do. So I think Luna, I'd be betting. I mean, I guess you could say XRP has more happening and more potential. But it's just like you never know. But maybe we're gonna switch to the global XRP standard. Maybe maybe XRP is gonna become the world reserve currency of the world, and all those the XRP army will actually will be the elite in the top 1%. Who knows?
I believe, dude. I'm believing.
I don't even know if these people are like aware. I don't even think these people in the XRP community are like so aware of how crypto works, and I definitely don't think they know that XRP is actually like just dumping on them. So
yeah, I know
a very normal community.
XRP, and he was like telling me XRP, some other coin, I can't even remember. He was like, those are the only 3 coins that are compatible with the Swift network payments, something. And he was like, I'm just letting you know, man. Like, and I was like, okay. I think he thought I'd be like much more excited to hear that. He was like, because he said it like 2 more times. I was like, yeah, okay. So I still remember, before I was into Hex and stuff, like, oh, VeChain is partnered with Walmart, and Walmart's about to use VeChain barcodes. Like, I hear, that stuff is just so like, yeah, okay,
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, I mean, they do have this cross-border payment thing that has potential. I know XLM, there are probably a lot of other projects that are working on that same sort of thing. And there will be projects, probably companies that come out in the future that are probably going to aim for the same thing. That's the thing. It's like, even if they have product market fit, only one of them is going to make it. Like, how many of these EV companies are going to make it over the long period of time? Probably 1 or 2. But even if it makes it, it's like, yeah, but they have no earnings. It's a growth company. You're going to get dumped on for a very long time. Maybe it'll do well someday. You'll get like a 10, 50, 100. I don't know. Maybe. But even if Ripple does well, it doesn't mean that XRP will do well. it's just like, why would you go to the community that dumps, that the founders dump on you? Like, you could be treated better. You could earn yield. You don't have to get dumped on by the founders. There's better options out there. That's my opinion, not financial advice. Yeah. Hex Addict says, best community in crypto right here. Best projects. Thank you guys for the stream. Thank you, Hex Addict, for tuning in. Oh, we got someone. He's getting the bear market blues over here. Yo, read me some good bedtime stories because this dump is turning into a nightmare. Going well below what people thought imaginable. What do you think the bottom is? What do you think about that, Ben?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Is that all you can do, man?
Yeah.
He's hurting. He's hurting.
No one knows. So
I continue to DCA. So I still have, there's still buy-in for me. Let's put it at that. And I don't know. I think this is the best shot, in my opinion, not financial advice. Hang in there, buddy. But obviously, do your own research, not financial advice. Except Bitcoin not 11K yet. XRP is the opposite of why crypto was invented. Yeah, very, very true. All very true. I guess that's it for your comments. Any closing thoughts, Ben?
I don't think Hex is going to die. I think even if we go below a penny, it's all good. I think we have a great community, probably the best, strongest community, even right now in the bear market. So, yeah, those are my closing thoughts because the FUD is strong right now.
The FUD is strong.
The Ivan on Tech Richard Hart interview.
Early January. Exciting. 2 weeks.
I'm really looking forward to that.
2 more weeks.
Yeah. And I hope everyone has a good New Year's. Everyone's hanging out, and I think it'll be a good, exciting 2023. We'll get through it together. Shout out to furufinance. Everyone subscribe and hit the like button.
Yeah, that's right. And then you're going to go to Ben Dubard's channel and you're going to hit the subscribe button and like button. And you're going to go to TikTok. TikTok, guys. TikTok at Ben Dubard. TikTok at furufinance. And then you are going to create your own TikTok account. And you can make short videos with yourself in them. Or you can take clips of Richard Hart and myself and Ben and other people. Perhaps DM them for, just to make sure it's okay. And you're going to post TikTok videos of them discussing Hex topics, okay? You guys understand? TikTok, you want to get rid of the... Can we make the viral? I think we can. And to do that, we need TikTok. We need YouTube Shorts. That's the way to do it. And then those people, bring them into this live stream, Get them engaged, get them in the community, those kinds of things. There's a lot of people out there to save, and TikTok's the way to go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please go to bendubard.com. Email me at furufinance@gmail.com to book a consultation and become a member for $3, $4, $5 a month. Send a super chat. We appreciate you guys all watching, and we'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time.